Hey everybody, I have an easy strategy for you today. In fact, it's called Junko's Easy Streets. So I saw this on another YouTuber's channel. It's Junko Bodie, all right? So he starts off with an $11 starting bet, which he puts $5 on odd. And then what he does is he chooses 6 even streets. You see those down there? Now I'm going to show you what he does after wins and what he does after losses. But basically, what he's trying to do is win $10 in every session. So we're going to play like 8 minutes, try and get about 5 or 6 wins and see how this works out for us. Now I'm going to do it his way, and then I'm going to show you some tweaks that I would adjust to it, okay? But Junko has written books about roulette. I love his philosophy, okay, his bankroll management. So make sure you check out his site. But we're going to get right into this. All right, $11 bet. Here we go. Yeah, I checked out a few of his videos, some awesome strategies, and I like his betting style. So right there, we did a double whiff. If you look at our bets, we lost on odd and we lost on all the streets. What he does is he doubles that up. I'm just going to hit the double button. Okay. And then next time he just goes up 1 unit on everything. Now, this is the bet I want you to watch right here, this odd bet. He puts $5 right here. To me, it helps break these other ones even, but it's something that I would probably change in this system. Okay. Let's look. We're down $11. Remember, our goal is to get to $10 up on this session. That's one of the things I think I would change on here. Hey, so it won. Turn that down a little bit. So what he does is the bet that wins, he takes that off. So we're going to remove this bet, okay, because it won on the odd. Then what he does is he leaves the other bets where they are, okay? Look, we're down $13. Still have 6 streets, and we're going to spin. The goal is always win $10 per session. You can do this at a quarter level or you can do it at $5. You can change it to fit your needs, okay? And he does this with a $2,000 bankroll. I believe you could do it with a $1,000 bankroll, okay? But you'd be cutting it close. Now, if you're doing it at the quarter level, we're down 25. If you're doing it at the quarter level, then you could probably get away with 300 or 400 bucks, okay? Now, this one, we're going to up our bets. We're going to go to $3 and everything, okay? And then you'll see how much we win. Now, if you do the math on these, you'll be able to calculate like 11 times 3 will win $33 minus these 15 other bets. So we'd win, what is that? Like 18. We'd still be down a little bit, okay? So we're going to spin. I want you to see what happens after he hits a street, okay? And then he resets. And look, it's challenging us right out the gate. We're down 43. That's, you want to see these ones that get challenged, right? Now we're going to go up $2 and everything. So that goes to $5 streets. And we're going to spin. Yeah, I get these systems and I just run them, right? I try and practice them once or twice so I know the betting, and then I just go for it out the gate. Another loss. Okay, we're down 73. But what I do like is you see we're still only at $30. Okay, we're going to go up another 2. Okay, so we went from 5 to 7. Whoops. Man, having a difficult time with that mouse today. Here we go. Now, all these streets are at 7. Remember, we're down minus 73. We're going to spin. It recovers pretty good the times that I've played it, all right? Look at all those misses in a row. That's insane. So we're down minus 115. Now, look at our bets. We're covering like half the board, okay, which is absolutely crazy. Now, this $42 bet, we're going to go up to $5 level now, right? So we went from 12, I'm sorry, from 7 to 12. You know, you're going to have some misses in this, but this is very unlikely. This is because you're covering a lot of numbers. All right, here we go. So 6 times, what do we have? Yeah, 6 times 3 recovered 18 numbers, half the board, right? That's crazy. All right, got a W there. But look, we gained back 172, but we're still down 43. So doing the math right here, if you won that one again, we would be up, right? We'd be up like almost $30. So I'm going to take off. Here's what he does, okay? He's going to rebet. Now, you look at the last one, that number that came up with 29. He removes this street, okay? So he's going to remove this bet. And now what we're going to do is, since this was at 12, we're just going to go down to $10 bets, okay? On these. So notice we only have 50 out there. And if you look back, all right, that should get us into profit town if we hit these. Now, notice we have less ways to win right now, right? 5 streets times 3 numbers. We have 15 ways to win, all right? Oh, my bet was working on that. I saw the X's. Okay, so we still lost that one. It's a good thing we reduced a little bit, right? Now we're at minus 93, so we're going to rebet. We're going to go up on those. Those goes to 12 now, okay? So we're getting lots of misses, so it's getting tested right out the gate, okay? I've done it before where you get a couple quick wins, especially when you're betting a lot of numbers. It's getting challenged right away, which is awesome. That's what you want to see too, right? Another loss, another loss. Okay. Now we're down 153, but remember, we have a $1,000 bankroll, right? Now we're going to go up to $15 and everything. And if you want to take what I like playing on simulators, and if you're playing this on a casino, like a machine, you can do all these bets easier, right? If you're playing at a live table, they're harder to do and do the calculations, but you can take your time and do the math if you wanted to right now to make sure you're in profit after a hit. Okay, so right there we won 105. So we're only down 48 now, right? So if we bet half of this, we'd win another like 50 bucks, right? We'd be real close to our goal. So, but remember, he removes that last one that was just hit, okay? So he keeps going until he's in profit town. Okay, so that's removed. And then we're going to take off 2 off all of these other ones. Okay, and we're going to spin. That way, by resetting with those bets, you reduce how much you lose if you hit crazy numbers back to back, right? Now we won another $104. Let's see. Now we're up 56 bucks. That's great. So that last spin, I could have even reduced those by half and reached our goal, okay? So now we're up 56. So I'm going to write that down. Our new goal is 56. So the next time we win, we want to be at least $66, $70, okay? When we reset. So here we go. Now, remember, he does it with the evens. You can do this the same with betting on the odd ones, right? And then he does $5 right here. You can do the same betting on all these other different ones and switch it up. Back to our $11 bet, and here we go. But yeah, check out his site, Junko Bodie, and I'll put it up in the description. And I'll put it up on the page as we're going. Now that one was a jackpot number, and I'm going to show you why. It hit the odd and it hit 23, so that was perfect. So remember, we were at, excuse me, we were at 56. Now we're at 67. So 67. That was a quick win right there, okay? So we had 2 winning sessions. That doesn't happen. Look, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jackpot numbers, okay? When you hit those are fantastic. So now we're up $67. I'm resetting, okay? So now my new goal to win is going to be $77. Okay, our bet's already reset, our $11 starting bet, and here we go. Let's do this one more time, see how it works out. You saw we went deep into the count on the first one, right? And it still worked out. And our bets never got crazy, okay? back down to 56. Our bets never got out of control. Now, remember, you add another 5 here, right? Because you lost on everything, and then another bet on all these. It's easy for me just to hit the double one right here, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. Now that $11 bet is 22, and here we go. So yeah, I guess he has a book coming out too, and he has about 10 to 12 systems that he plays, so go check him out. Very knowledgeable stuff. I liked watching some of his videos. Okay, so we won the odd bet, so I'm going to take that down, okay? Right? Yeah, we won the odd bet, so that comes down. And then let me get the rest of these. Now, the rest of these stay up. Anytime you hit one of the streets that's a winner, you remove that street, okay? And then you continue to go until you build up your $10 win session, okay? Now, I noticed when he was playing, right now he starts off with 6. I saw him get down to as low as 3 streets. I wouldn't go down to 2, okay? I feel like if every time you won and you reset right here, you'd be fine if you got to 3 sets or more. I would not want to go down to 2 streets, sorry. Okay, so remember at 54, trying to get back to 77 to have our goal of winning $10 every time we play. See, that was a win. We won 12. Now let's look. Now, remember, we need to get to 77, so we need to win $11. So if I wanted to win $11 again, all I would have to do is hit one of the streets, right? But remember, we're playing, I could use the same bet to get to my 77 win goal. Do you see that? But what he does, remember, I'm trying to emulate exactly what he does, okay? Is he removes the last one that was hit, which was 10. So we're going to remove that. And then we're going to keep the other ones at the same level, okay? Same levels. So if you hit one of these, you're going to win way more than $10, okay? Well, not way more, but more than what you need. So the goal is to try and keep those numbers as low as possible to reach your winning goal so you could reset, which is what I like, okay? Notice we only lost $10 on that one, okay? So we're going to rebet, and we're going to go up 1 on those, okay? Now we're at $15 bet. I like the bankroll that he was using is 2,000. I think I don't think you need to go that high. It gives him more progressions, which is nice, okay? But I don't think it's necessary. There you go. We got our $77. So we played it 3 times. You saw the very first time we went several progressions, right? Several before it hit. We kept lose, 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 and then we would finally hit one, and you saw how we would adjust. So one more time, what he does is, and well, I'm going to show you what you can do the other way too, right? You can play the odd streets, okay? You can play all the odds, and then do the even bet right here of 5. This is the one thing that I would remove, okay? Because then it's easy to do because this just basically breaks even. And this bet, every time you lose, it goes from 5 to 10 to 20, 40. It goes up really fast, okay? I think he actually went 5, 10, 25. But that bet gets really steep fast. I feel like these other ones, you can target how much you win, right? Because remember, you win 11 for this one bet right here. So you'd win 11 minus 5, you'd win $6 for that bet. But anyways, tell me what you think about it. Make sure you check out his strategies and his channel. We made $77 in less than 10 minutes. And you can do this at 25-cent level, dollar level, $5 level. But make sure like and subscribe and tell me what you think. Tell me what you think about the adjustments I did to this video. But have a nice day, everybody.